Since 1948, the National Wrestling Alliance has historically been the largest sanctioning body in professional wrestling.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the raw intent. One last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name. Somebody's gonna take a second look. Too cool to choose single, any angle, hypersexual, serial beast. Wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw?
Welcome back to another edition of Powerbomb Wrestling. I'm Norm Waymer. It's the superstars of NWA Championship International Wrestling. Yes, if you have not been with us, we are now part of the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. Got a great show on tap for you. You're going to see Terror Kahn. He will be in a handicap match. You will not believe what happens after that match. I got to sit down this week with the Big Bear Benjamin Boone. We'll find out if he is ready to go for May the 19th at the International Boxing Club. Also, we have a no disqualification match, time permitting, the mastermind Dave DuPont as he takes on Buzz Madson. But first up, it's Austin Maddix, and he is one of the up-and-comers. Unfortunately, TK Parker's in his corner, but Austin Maddix as he takes on Brandon Edwards. Let's get some pre-match comments from the one and only Brandon Edwards.
Powerbomb Wrestling featuring all the superstars of the NWA CIW. We're going to see the returning Brandon Edwards. And Brandon, before I get into this too much, thank you again for your service.
Thank you.
Brandon Edwards is back, but boy, you have got a stiff challenge ahead because you are taking on Austin Maddix, who claims he wants to win every title here in the NWA CIW.
There's more than one title, though, Boomer. There's a title that I like to carry, and that is Soldier. I've answered the call for Iraq. I've answered the call for Afghanistan. Now I'm answering the call for the people, so Austin Maddix can prove that he deserves to win every title. And between you and me, it ain't gonna be that easy.
I tell you what, Austin Maddix has his work cut out for him. It is great to see Brandon Edwards back here on Powerbomb Wrestling. Brandon Edwards, Austin Maddix, one-on-one. You're going to see it coming up.
Coming down the aisle, led by his manager, TK Parker. From Murder City, Michigan, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is Austin Maddix.
I've got to say it was certainly a surprise not too long ago here on Powerbomb Wrestling when we saw Austin Maddix. We know he's aligned with TK Parker as TK Parker's stable continues to grow. And I think you know that better than anyone, Grizzly.
Yes, my new agent, TK Parker.
And his opponent,
I seen it, TK.
representing the 37th Infantry Brigade Combat, weighing in at 192 pounds, he is Brandon Edwards.
Brandon Edwards making his return here on Powerbomb Wrestling, NWA Championship International Wrestling. Fans, you might remember years ago on Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, we saw Brandon Edwards a lot on this very program, and then he disappeared, and we received a lot of emails asking, well, what happened to Brandon Edwards? We really liked him. Well, Brandon Edwards actually is in the military and was off serving our country.
Yes,
he's
he was.
back looking better than ever, and I know Austin Maddix really wants to run roughshod over all of the wrestlers here on Powerbomb Wrestling, but boy, he has his work cut out for him tonight, taking on the returning Brandon Edwards.
Yes. And that, being in the military makes Brandon all that more dangerous. He's got the upper hand here because he knows a lot of techniques, a lot of dirty techniques that they teach you when you're, hand-to-hand combat and survival, Boomer.
So, Norm, let me ask you this. The man to my right, Grizzly, now has TK Parker as his manager agent. Not really sure why you need that, Norm.
Agent.
Norm, have you ever said to yourself when you get up in the morning, boy, I really would want TK Parker representing me?
Oh, did I? He wanted to shake my hand.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like I got any fingers
to
to spare. You shake your hand, you count your fingers after you're done.
He was trying to be a gentleman, Norm.
Trying to be a gentleman. He hasn't been a gentleman since he got here.
I mean, I would suggest he could be your agent. Talk to him.
Yeah, his goons roughed me up, and I want anything to do with him? You got to be kidding me.
Well, here's the deal, Norm. One hand is shaking your hand. The other hand is reaching into your pocket to grab your wallet.
Yes.
That's exactly what's going on. Brandon Edwards is back here on Powerbomb Wrestling after a multi-year absence serving the country. Austin Maddix, he's let it be known to everyone who will listen that he wants a title shot. Doesn't matter if it's Sebastian Rose, doesn't matter if it's D-Ray 3000, doesn't matter who it is. If you have gold, he wants to wrestle you, but he's got to get through Brandon Edwards first.
That's going to be a tall task there for Austin, no doubt about it.
Maddix grabbing that arm, there's the break.
TK, how you doing, sir?
Here we go.
My friend, how are you doing?
I'm
Oh,
doing
you're
good,
kidding me.
TK.
You know, I feel bad for you that you have to sit at a table with obviously three men that don't stand up to your standards in broadcasting.
Well, I was just threatened by Percival A. Friend with that bell ringer over there. I mean, I'm in danger with Percival A. Friend all the time. The guy don't like me. I don't know why.
They're using me as a buffer zone.
You know, you're a very likable guy. And matter of fact, I like you more than I like any of these.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're at that end of the table.
Well, what are you,
stay
gonna
at
do
that
about
end
it?
of the
What
table.
are you going to do about it?
Come down and find out.
You'll be ended up
Come
rolling
on over
around
and
the
find
parking
out.
lot like you do
Come
every
on
time
down.
you have anything to do
Step
with
up
me.
to the plate.
I wouldn't see Norm.
Come on over to the end of this
you
table
saw
and
at
find
the
out.
beginning of this match, I offered a handshake.
Yes, I seen
said,
that.
Let's put bygones be bygones. Let's shake hands, and he chose not to.
And I even suggested Norm to have you be his agent. And, and then that's with Percival A. Friend. He was got
There
mad
goes
at
your
us for
career.
hitting me.
What do you think, huh?
Yeah, I make a quarter. He wants the first 26 cents.
Yes, he does.
I'm proud to have you as my agent,
I'm
TK.
proud to have you.
Yes.
Obviously, you're the biggest celebrity in Toledo now, and biggest TV star, biggest radio broadcaster, the best, might I add.
Your boy's having some problems in there right now.
Well, this is only temporary. This is only temporary.
And now
Brandon.
I seen some. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, obviously Parker taught him how to wrestle.
There's a nice block. Uh-oh, ducks through.
Oh.
Big drop kick,
I'll
and
talk to you
Austin
later.
Maddix
Here's
goes
I got
down. Yeah.
business.
Okay, TK.
Okay, Norm, real quick, check to make sure that your wallet and phone are still in your pocket. That
That's
guy's nothing but
unfair, Boomer.
sleaze.
That's unfair, Boomer.
Unfair.
My glasses are missing.
You ought to ask Chris.
Yeah,
Don't ask
exactly.
me.
He took those a long time ago. I'm just worried every time he walks by someone, I'm worried the fans in the front row might have lost something.
There you go, fellas.
Austin Maddix out of the corner with that clothesline, and Brandon Edwards, who had everything going for him, now is totally shut down.
There you go. Put him away. Put him away, Austin.
So we know, Norm, that Austin Maddix wants gold. Doesn't matter who the champion is. Sebastian Rose, D-Ray 3000, he wants that title around his waist. And from what you've seen right now, to me personally, I think he can get there.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you think TK Parker cares who he steps over? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
It's all about this.
It is all about the money. And I tell you what, Grizzly, you may think that, yeah, TK Parker's in your corner, but if you ever got in the way of Austin Maddix getting a title, he would throw you out like yesterday's trash.
Well, I would never step in anybody's way who's trying to better themselves.
Austin Maddix going for the cover on that one. Brandon Edwards was able to get out, gripping onto that middle rope, breaking the count at 2. Edwards trying to fight back. A couple of punches right into the midsection. Will that do it? Really, for the most part, this
Low
match has been
blows.
all Brandon Edwards.
3 low blows right there. There
Look
you
at
go.
that.
Way
Off
to get
the
him,
ropes.
Austin.
Huge clothesline. Edwards goes down. There's the cover. Has the leg hooked right on top. Only gets 2 on that, and TK Parker, Norm, is all over the referee.
You know, some Boomer, trusting that TK Parker would be like Colonel Sanders babysitting your pet chicken.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I trust TK to the fullest.
You would.
Birds of a feather.
Brandon Edwards really trying to just fire up that crowd, getting all sorts of emotion from everyone in attendance. There's the jawbreaker. Edwards is up, and he is feeling it right now. Can he capitalize, though?
Nice counter move by Austin.
Back leg kick basically out of nowhere. Austin Maddix really showing a lot, trying to make that statement here. Again, whether it be a D-Ray 3000, whether it be a Sebastian Rose, but not enough there to put away Brandon Edwards. Now Edwards is up into the ropes. And Maddix uses that to his advantage, sees the opening, drapes his leg over the head of Brandon Edwards and just really choking him out on that middle rope.
The rope's across his chest.
You know, Norm, I kind of miss the good old days when it was just the two of us. Grizzly over here has an attitude today, and I am tired of it.
Today?
Well, okay, he has an attitude every day, but I think it's worse because his agent is out here at ringside.
I've got a new agent, and I'm proud, and he's going to make me a few bucks.
And that big drop kick. Oh, my goodness, he got everything with that. You could even see the look of surprise on Brandon Edwards' face when he got that much of it, 100%, and also the shock when he wasn't able to put Austin Maddix away.
An absolutely unbelievable match.
And a spear out of nowhere. These two are going back and forth, and you would think that with Brandon Edwards being gone, serving our country for as long as he did, that there would be a little bit of ring rust, but Norm, I got to tell you, man, he looks impressive.
Yes, he does.
Oh, no ring rust for a soldier, man. That's...
Well, this is where all the training comes in, all the cardio, all the endurance.
This is where you have to dig deep. Who's going to get out first? TK Parker trying to get the Maddix chance started. I'm not really sure if that's going to take off here. Edwards might make it up first. Yes, indeed he does. He is up. But Maddix with a punch. Edwards fires back. They're going back and forth here. Who's going to give first? All those forearms. Has him up on his shoulder. Samoan drop maybe. Slides out. He's behind him now. That brain. Oh my goodness. Off the ropes. Big clothesline.
Got it. 1, 2.
But he's right on top. I thought that was going to do
Boy,
it.
what a great scientific match. I love this.
Again, they were going back and forth. Maddix can barely make it up to his feet. Edwards has him cinched. Big cradle suplex. Brings him up and over. Has to follow up. Gets right on top of him. Goes for a cover. Referee is there. And somehow, some way, Austin Maddix was able to kick out.
Well, like Norm said, that's where the cardio comes in. You know, grabbing for that extra straw, that extra 10%.
And out of nowhere, Austin Maddix cinching up Edwards, dropping him down face first, not able to put him away. Every time we're watching the Storm, you think that that's going to be it, and that's going to be it, and the match still continues. Talk about two just highly conditioned elite athletes right here on Powerbomb Wrestling.
Can go either way at this point.
Tries to get him up, doesn't he have enough strength to get him up there, has him on his shoulders. Edwards tries to get out, slides on out, has him in that front face lock. Suplex maybe, goes for a cradle again. There's the reversal, brings him up. Sit out, power bomb.
That's it.
And he doesn't put him away with that, my goodness.
What an incredible matchup
what
here.
8 to 10 hours a day of training can do for somebody. To be able to
Exactly.
take a kick out like that. Boomer, this is a fantastic young man. I'm enjoying this match.
Yes, Austin is. You're right there, Percival.
Look at
I
that.
think he was talking about Brandon Edwards, Chris. Regardless of that, Edwards able to block it with that boot. Enziguri. And believe it or not now, Edwards shook that off. Boot to the face. He got that 6.5 feet into the air, off the ropes, up and down with a face buster. That's gonna do it.
Nice, good match. Good
Some
match. Way to
strong
go,
words.
TK.
Some very strong words from TK Parker, directed at you, Norm, saying that that's your future champion right there.
His day will come. His day will come.
A great match. That could have went either way, like Norm said earlier. It could have went either way, and that Austin got the cut in there and did a great job.
Brandon Edwards really acquitting himself well
The
in his
winner of the
return here
fall
on
of the match,
Powerbomb Wrestling.
Austin Maddix.
However, Austin Maddix, managed by TK Parker, who is also Grizzly's agent. I still can't get over that one. My mind is blown over that.
I'm proud to be included in the Legion organization.
If that's what you call it, you might want to check the fine print of the contract to see how much money you're giving the guy. Austin Maddix, your winner, the Superstars of NWA Championship International Wrestling, right here on Powerbomb Wrestling.
I'm just too good.
Here with TK Parker and Austin Maddix, and whether you like their tactics or don't like their tactics, I've got to say Austin Maddix, very impressive here in NWA CIW.
Yeah, impressive to say the least. You see, as we stand here right now talking, I should be the new CIW heavyweight champion. But as we know and as we saw tonight, there was no Sebastian Rose. Some mysterious masked man apparently took him out. So they fed me Brandon Edwards. It doesn't matter who you feed me. It doesn't matter who they are. They come through me, they go down like any of them. You see, I'm half a mind to think that Sebastian Rose may have just set that up himself. Maybe he took himself out because he doesn't want to face Austin Maddix one-on-one for his title. Because he knows, even when he does, that title will. I guarantee that title will be around my waist, not his.
You know, we don't care who it is. We don't care if it's a CIW heavyweight champion, because obviously, Sebastian Rose, you know we hate your guts. We don't care if it's the PCW heavyweight champion. Even though we have the utmost respect for Dr. Jerry Graham Jr., we don't care, Andy Shane. And you know what? We might go all the way to the top now, and we don't care if it's the NWA heavyweight champion, Rob Conway. It's inevitable. This man right here, Austin Maddix, will hold 1, 2, maybe 3 of those heavyweight championship belts before long. I'm telling you, folks, this is a dangerous man, and you don't want to get on his bad side.
If you've seen him, you know that TK Parker is telling the truth. Absolutely dangerous. All the champions here in the NWA CIW be on notice because Austin Maddix is here.
There you go. There are the words of Austin Maddix and his manager, TK Parker. And from what I understand, they will indeed get their CIW title shot against the champion Sebastian Rose coming up on Sunday, May the 19th at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue. Bell time at 5 o'clock. It's a great card. We'll run down the whole card coming up just a little bit later on. All right, when we come back, you will see a handicap match. The vicious Terror Kahn with his manager, the potentate of hate, Ben Harley. They're in a handicap match, and you will not believe what happens after that match. We'll show you to you next. NWA Championship International Wrestling.
Somebody's gonna feel this sound.
Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com.
Johnny's Motor Cars, 1248 South Reynolds Road, is Toledo's only used car dealer with a limited lifetime warranty, serving the Toledo area for over 50 years, with payments as low as $25 a week or no payments for up to 6 months. Buy here, pay here, and conventional financing is available. Quality vehicles at $14.95 and up. You contact Brandon at 419-787-4337. Everyone's approved at Johnny's Motor Cars. Contact Brandon for a doggone good deal.
Video Game Underground, with Toledo's best selection of Xbox, PlayStation 1 and 2, Nintendo GameCube, DVDs, and much more. Video Game Underground, Toledo's only source for import and classic video games, DVDs, all used DVDs, $8 or less. Video Game Underground, 2039 West Lansing Road, just west of Miracle Mile. Phone 419-472-5443.
The Screen Printing Factory, 2562 Parkway Plaza, Maumee, Ohio, is just off Anthony Wayne Trail in South Detroit. Are you looking for a custom design? We got you covered. Are you looking for a quick turnaround? We've got you covered. Are you looking for a dependable and reliable company? We've got you covered. No hidden charges here at the Screen Printing Factory. From 12 shirts to 1,000 shirts, each order is important to us. So stop in and see Ben or Jason and let them help you build your image. The Screen Printing Factory. We got you covered.
Somebody's gonna feel this sound.
Back we are, Powerbomb Wrestling, the superstars of NWA Championship International Wrestling. All right, you saw that match with Austin Maddix. He will indeed get his title shot coming up on May the 19th, a title shot for the CIW heavyweight title against Sebastian Rose. We got a great card set for you on May the 19th. We'll run that card down coming up in just a little bit. There's so many things that are coming up in the near future. At some point, with the talent agreement between CIW and PCW, those two heavyweight titles will get united at some point. And also, I'm hearing rumors that there's going to be a tag team tournament to crown new tag team champions. All right, coming your way next here on Powerbomb Wrestling, the vicious Terror Kahn. His manager is the potentate of hate, Benjamin Harley. He is so mean and vicious. He was against 2 men last time at the International Boxing Club. It was a handicap match, but you are not going to believe what happens after the match. Let's take a look at it. Walking down the aisle, he is led by the potentate of hate, Benjamin Harley. Weighing in at 350 pounds from Tanzania, Africa, he is Terror Kahn.
Okay, this guy is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And I, for one, am nervous being out here. There's a lot of the superstars here on Powerbomb Wrestling that I get nervous being at the table with, close to, and this guy is definitely one of them.
Well, I'll tell you, like I told you before, I was in Uganda on tour. Terror Kahn was on a couple of the cards, and
you saw him eat a person, didn't you? He ate a person.
I'm almost positive what he was eating was not any kind of an animal that we know, Boomer.
It was a wrestling tour. 20 wrestlers went, 19 came home. Is that what you're saying?
I was glad I came home, but Terror
Yeah,
Kahn, he's
exactly.
very dangerous, but, you know, he's a very timid guy in the dressing room. He likes to have his privacy, and, you know, he's trying to be nice to the fans, going over there and greeting them, and sometimes he's got a nice streak in him.
I picked the wrong day to wear bacon cologne. The potentate of hate, Benjamin Harley, is about the only guy that we have ever seen who can control, if you even want to call it controlling, Terror Kahn. This is going to be a 2-on-1 matchup, 2-on-1, 10-on-1. I don't think it's going to matter. I think 2 of these guys are going to enter, and none of them are going to leave.
Oh, Norm's in a bad way.
Boomer, I had the opportunity to stop and talk just for a couple minutes to Ben Harley
And
today,
his opponents.
and he expressed to me
From
that
International
he was very
Springs,
excited
Colorado.
about being here at
He is Rob
Powerbomb,
Frost.
and that he was
And
looking
his
for
partner
gold.
from Flint,
Imagine
Michigan.
that.
Everyone here,
D'Amore.
everyone that we see is looking to make a mark, to get those titles here on Powerbomb Wrestling, whether it be D-Ray 3000, whether it be Sebastian Rose. If you've got the gold, they want to get the gold. And I tell you what, Terror Kahn, in the outings that we've seen him, has been very impressive. I'm convinced, though, that he wants the gold, wants to put a little barbecue sauce on it and have it as a snack.
I would think so, yeah. I don't know anything that much about Terror Kahn other than the guy scares me. He
Boomer, you're gonna get my name right tonight.
Potentate.
Thank you, my
Potentate, yes. I was so flustered by all the vowels and syllables in that guy's name. It's potentate of hate, Benjamin
Boomer,
Harley.
call him whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I will call him whatever I want. Hey, Norm, I do have a question though for you. What were the names of those 2 guys that are the victims that are in there right now?
That would be Rob Frost and Dash D'Amore.
Now, is it going to be your job to notify the next of kin, or is it my job?
Rob Frost is in the blue. Dash D'Amore is
The one getting pummeled.
Getting pummeled in the corner, absolutely.
You know, to tell you the truth, I don't think Terror Kahn even knows what a championship belt is. I think he just goes in there and enjoys hurting
Oh, he's biting
people.
him. He's biting him.
He is. You know, I honestly think, Terror Kahn probably thinks that, a wrestling match, you do wrestle 2 people at once. You wrestle 3 people at once. Frost, you need to just go somewhere else. He's telling me to be quiet. You just need to leave.
He's
is what
telling
you need
everybody
to
to
do.
shush. He's trying to hide.
Don't tell him I'm here.
How about your partner, for heaven's sake?
Oh, now he's going to try and blindside Terror Kahn. I don't think this is going to end well.
Oh,
that didn't work.
I've never seen that. He bounced off of him. I've never seen this before. He bounced off of him.
I would love to tag team with Terror Kahn. I would love to be a tag team partner and, go into a couple matches.
He just picked up both of them.
Oh, you gotta be.
And
Wow.
slammed one on top of the other. My goodness.
That's almost 400 pounds he just lifted up there.
I'm now convinced, Boomer, that was human flesh he had. when he got to it.
Yeah.
Percival needs to quit ringing that bell. He's going to think it's a dinner bell.
Yeah, I know he's going to come over here. I don't have any snacks over here. I don't have anything. My goodness. They need to actually put our table behind the guardrail?
I would hope so. My gosh, did you see the strength? I couldn't lift one of those guys up yet, let alone two of them.
Well, it's not like they're 120 pounds. Those guys each weigh over 200.
Yeah.
He picked up both of them at the same time like it was just a sandwich, and then sandwiched one on top of the other.
That was 430, 440 pounds.
He made a Rob Frost
He just
sandwich.
attacked the fan.
He's
You're
attacking
kidding
a
me.
fan over
Oh, okay,
there.
now this is
Pulled him over the railing.
okay.
He pulled the fan over the railing.
This is taking it absolutely too far.
Security out here. Come on.
Benjamin Harley, you've got to do something about this.
Get him off of him.
Why don't you get over there and do something about this?
Get over there. Get him off of him.
Use a little bit
You gotta get him. Don't get him off of
But do something about that. It's the potentate of hate, Benjamin Harley. Now, Diamond Couture.
Oh, what's Diamond Couture getting involved for?
Now, these two have a history.
He has no business being out here interfering with a fan. Put his hands on Terror Kahn.
Well, I'm glad to see someone stepped up to do something. Now, security is trying to get Diamond Couture out of there.
He attacks Terror Kahn, the fan. The fan got generally what he deserved. You don't touch the wrestlers when you're at a match. And that should be a lesson to be learned right there.
I think I figured it out, Boomer. I think that skull that manager's got, I think it's got some kind of influence.
I think it does. Because look at that now. He's trying to hold up that skull to kind of just distract him.
That skull.
We got to make sure that this fan is okay. They're getting him out of here. They're taking the fan out of here.
I suppose Grizz thinks that's okay because, anybody can
Yeah.
just jump the railing here at the IBC.
But he should never put his hands on Terror
He
Kahn.
didn't put his hands on
I
Terror Kahn.
clearly
Terror
seen
Kahn
him.
reached over the railing and grabbed him and pulled him over.
The guy put his hands on
You
Terror
are
Kahn.
ridiculous, Grizz.
No,
you are
Terror-
absolutely ridiculous.
Listen, Terror Kahn offered his hand in the handshake, and the guy put his hands on him, and you don't put your hands on a wrestler.
him, you know that.
You don't put your hands on a wrestler. That's what
And then
happens.
Benjamin Harley stands here and doesn't do anything to try and help.
Well, because it was clearly
You're
that
just as
Terror Kahn
ridiculous
was
as
mad.
Clearly,
guys
whatever.
are.
Clearly, whatever. We're going to see this over and over again, and I just don't understand how you're going to be able to watch this footage time and time again and say, "Oh yeah, the fan hit him first." Ridiculous!
you
It's
don't-
absolutely ridiculous.
You know, that's a good lesson. Don't put your hands on the wrestlers, and that's just the bottom line.
Well, I'm sure Angel Bailey, everyone involved, Director of Operations for CIW, I'm sure that we're not going to see the end of this. I'm sure there's going to be fines, there's going to be sanctions against Terror Kahn. We also know that Diamond Couture is going to want a piece of Terror Kahn at some point.
I would hope that he would want a piece of it.
Like
I'd
the
like
man-
to have a piece of Grizz.
The man was
Exactly.
defending himself. Terror Kahn was defending himself over there clearly.
What we saw there.
Dragging a guy across the railing.
He should.
You call it defending yourself?
Yes, because the man was, Terror Kahn was in fear of his getting injured. The guy was
I'd like to
attacking
ask
him.
security.
There was no question that was a scary scene at the International Boxing Club. Fines were handed down, to say the least, to Terror Kahn and his manager, Benjamin Harley, who quite frankly just stood there and watched Terror Kahn basically beat up a fan. Now, a settlement has been reached with the fan. The fines have been levied. The situation has been taken care of, but it just goes to show you that some of these guys are very hard to contain, and getting too close is really not a good idea. All right, coming up next here, we are going to once again show you what was an unbelievable scene. I mean, this is about as heinous as it gets. The fireball that was thrown into the face from Legion into the face of the Big Bear Benjamin Boone. You remember what the stipulations were. If the Sons of Michigan beat Legion, they were banned forever. But if Legion won, they were instated right here in the NWA Championship International Wrestling. Let's take a look at it. And we hadn't shown the footage up until now. We got this all cleared. So let's finally, once and for all, it's tough to look at though, and some of the kids may not want to see this, but and you may want to get them out of the room. But let's take a look at the footage from the end of the match with the Legion taking on the Sons of Michigan. All right, there you saw the footage. It's still awfully tough to look at, and we're going to have a sit-down here with the Big Bear Benjamin Boone coming up here in just a minute, but adjectives kind of running out of them. I mean, these guys, they're vicious. They have no conscience. They don't care who they hurt as long as they get to where they want to go. They don't care who they injure. They don't care who they put out of professional wrestling. And quite frankly, it's pretty scary at ringside when these guys are wrestling. And if you want some affirmation on what kind of people these guys are, TK Parker and Legion, let's take you to the comments from these guys after the match.
Despicable, heinous, just a few of the words that we can use to describe what happened between Legion and the Sons of Michigan. Legion trying to win their way into the company, and they resorted to the dirtiest tactic possible, which was throwing fire into the face of the big bear, Benjamin Boone. And whether you like Benjamin Boone or you don't like Benjamin Boone, to see that happen, again, absolutely despicable. That's not what we...
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Toledo, Ohio, PCW. We told you a long time ago. Right. Legion was here. We're here to take titles. We're here to beat people up.
Get a real announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boomer, I got this covered.
Oh, yeah. Here's the Grizz.
Yeah, we'll keep him around. TK, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great victory tonight. Great victory tonight for Legion. Don't go anywhere. Anyway, I bet you Benjamin Boone's a little hot after this one, but what a great scientific match. A great win, TK.
Thank you. You know, Benjamin Boone, you were the one that started this with us last month. You were the one that got in our face, and this is what you get. Feel a little hot under the collar, my friend?
So anyway, I'll tell you what, when it comes to scientific wrestling, Legion, you guys write the book on it.
We know the holds, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And so now, where do we go from here with the Sons of Michigan, since they're a little burned up?
Sons of Michigan, you want to talk about coming from the mean streets of Detroit? Legion, we've been up and down every road in America, and every time we roll down them, we roll right over guys like you. So bring it on. Sons of Michigan, you want a rematch? Anybody else in PCW, you want a match? You just bring it to the Legion, and we're going to put you down.
That's right. And Benjamin Boone, there you go. Here you go, Boomer.
Back we are, NWA Championship International Wrestling. As promised, sit down this week. You saw the footage before, you saw the match, you saw where the Legion, Nitro, Malice, TK Parker, in the match against the Sons of Michigan. Nate Madson, Big Bear Benjamin Boone. This has been a feud that has progressed over the days and weeks and months. But nobody saw coming what happened at the end of the match last month at the International Boxing Club. It was Nitro throwing fire in the face of the Big Bear Benjamin Boone. Joining us here, Ben Boone. And Ben, I know this is not easy for you or for anybody else to do this, but we appreciate you taking some time and talking to us and talking to your fans. First of all, I've seen some of the medical reports. They're not very good. If you can, tell everybody how you're doing at this point.
Well, Norm, look at this. I'm not feeling too great. Those reports that you saw, yeah, there were second, third degree burns right around my face, detached retina. The doctors don't know when I'd be able to come back, if I can come back. You know, there's an old expression that says, an eye for an eye. Up until the last event, I just thought that was just an old, tired, cliche saying, but look at this, Norm. I can't see out of this left eye, and my right ain't too good either. You know, it's a hell of a thing to possibly have my career ended like this. I don't want to think about that, you know? But you know what? This started just as a simple request from the Sons of Michigan to ask for competition here in NWA Championship International Wrestling. Legion answered. You know what? It turned into a very, very personal affair. You see this? You see this? I could barely see out of this right eye. And I'm going to look into your eyes, Legion. You see, I don't care if I'm not cleared to compete. May 19th at the IBC, I'm going to be there one way or another. The doctors can't tell me no. I'm going to be there with Nate one way or another. I am going to be there to look at you, Legion. You see this? You're gonna look a hell of a lot worse than I will when we're done with you on May 19th. That's a damn promise.
See, now you know that you got to be careful throughout this whole ordeal, because if you come back too soon, you can risk your eyesight permanently.
You know, that doesn't matter at this point. We promised to drive Legion out of Powerbomb TV, out of NWA Championship International Wrestling. We're going to drive Legion out of this damn wrestling business. That's what we're going to do on May 19th.
Because you know, obviously firsthand how vicious these guys are, how nasty they are. They will take your eyesight. They will do whatever it takes. And if you're not healed when you return, you know that they're going to take advantage of that. It's a tough enough road to go, even if you're healthy.
Do you know where Nate and I have grown up? Do you know where we're from? We're from the mean streets of Detroit, Michigan. We've dealt with worse. We're going to bring everything. We're going to bring everything. That this is just going to look like a kitty scratch compared to what we're going to do to you.
Are you more concerned about yourself, or are you more concerned about your partner?
You know, Nate's a very good friend of mine. He's been dealing with this pretty hard. He's been with me every day in the hospital. But you know, we're Detroit bred. We're tough. And at the end of the day, we're still a unit. We're still a family. And our bond has never been tighter. You understand that, Norm?
I understand.
We're family. What else do you have to ask?
I don't have much else to ask. The only thing we just don't know is if you're going to be medically cleared to go. If you're not, then Nate may have to find another partner.
He's not going to find another partner. Like I said, Norm, I'm going to be at the IBC on May 19th, one way or another. Chances are I'm not going to be cleared. But you know what? That doesn't matter to me. Because this isn't a wrestling match. This isn't a professional wrestling feud. This is a fight. A fight that you're not going to win, Legion. We're Detroit bred. Any fight that gets started with us, we finish. That's a damn promise.
There you have the words from the Big Bear Benjamin Boone. It is scheduled for May the 19th at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue, just off of Star and I-280. Bell time is at 5 o'clock. We will keep you updated on the latest. Ben, thank you very much for joining us here. This is NWA Championship International Wrestling. Well, listen up, fans. If you would like to raise money for your school, club, or civic organization and see the excitement of NWA Championship Wrestling live in your hometown, then this message is for you. High school athletic departments, sports teams, fire and police departments, JCs, or any group wishing to raise money, then bring the stars of NWA Championship Wrestling to your town for a night of action. Then call Stacy at 517-425-1110. Your fundraising group and the NWA, an unbeatable tag team.
Somebody's gonna feel this sound.
Back we are in Powerbomb Wrestling, the superstars of NWA Championship International Wrestling. Huge card not too far away, about 8 days. Coming up on May the 19th, Sunday night, May the 19th at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue in East Toledo, just off of Star and I-280. You heard those comments from the sit-down with the Big Bear Benjamin Boone. He says he's going to be there. He's not cleared yet. We hope it's going to happen so we get the rematch of the Sons of Michigan as they take on Legion. Also, this big tag team match. PCW Heavyweight Champion Andrew Shane, along with Sexy Sean Casey, Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. in his corner to take on a former champ D-Ray 3000, the first PCW champ William Studd, and another former PCW champion Bobo Brazil Jr. will be in their corner. Handicap match as Crimson takes on Brian Castle and Andrew Lee. You'll see Terror Kahn on the card. He'll have, of course, Benjamin Harley in his corner. He'll take on the pretty boy, Diamond Couture. You'll get a title defense by Sebastian Rose on the card and much, much more. Coming up next here on Powerbomb Wrestling, it is a rematch. It is a no disqualification match as the mastermind Dave DuPont takes on Buzz Manson.
Yeah.
All right, this next match is scheduled for one fall. It is a no disqualification match.
I have no idea.
Probably
I hope no one lands on it.
Yeah, I get blamed for everything.
Walking down the aisle, he is from Sterling Heights, Michigan, weighing in at 230 pounds. He is the mastermind, Dave DuPont.
One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Pure scientific moves, you name it. Dave DuPont's done it.
I think your definition of pure scientific is a lot different than my definition of pure scientific. This is a no disqualification match, and to be quite honest, I thought the last time that these two wrestled, that was the no disqualification match because they certainly broke quite a few rules before the referee finally tossed it out. The mastermind, Dave DuPont, was upset that he felt that his opponent was biting him the last time.
He was. Buzz Manson was trying to eat the ropes.
We got too many wrestlers here in Powerbomb Wrestling that like to feast on other wrestlers in kind of a cannibalistic type of way.
And his opponent,
nothing wrong
from
with
parts
that.
unknown, weighing in at 276 pounds, he is Maniac Buzz Manson.
This guy needs to be institutionalized, in my opinion. He shouldn't even be out here amongst the public.
I never thought I would say this, Grizzly, but I agree with you.
I mean, look at this guy.
This dude's a nutcase. I tried to interview him before the match. He tried to eat the microphone, then tried to eat me. I was like, dude, no, I'm not a ham hock, and I had to run off. And now, Norm, watch yourself. The battle's right behind you. Since this is no disqualification, they can fight everywhere, and I'm nervous because they're right by the table. We might need to move. And Norm, you're the closest to the action. We're not going to expect you to break anything up, though.
Well, this is a no disqualification match, so good. Oh, here they come, incoming.
Right onto the table in front of us.
You might want to grab that so it doesn't go off the table.
Yeah, exactly. This thing's kind of important here to keeping us on the air. Headbutt right to the mastermind. Norm, how fearful are you when you're in the ring and you're announcing Buzz Manson? You try and get out of there as quickly as possible?
Yep.
And a huge knife-edged chop.
And I came over here to get round two.
Yeah, you thought coming over here you'd get away from him, but it ain't going to happen.
We're fine. They hate each other so much, they're totally focused on each other.
And now the mastermind is trying to fire back.
Well, if the mastermind's going to go blow for blow, power for power, he's making a huge mistake.
Yes, he is. Maybe just suckering him in like that is exactly what the mastermind, Dave DuPont, needs to do.
I still want to know if he's the smartest man in wrestling, what he's doing wrestling Buzz Manson.
In a no disqualification match.
That's because
a straight match is bad enough.
That's because Dave DuPont, he will not stand down against anybody. He'll take on any and all comers, and he's proven it right here in the ring.
Whips him off the ropes.
First thing I've agreed that Grizz has said in a long time. I totally agree.
Well, that's what I said. You know, we were talking about this earlier. I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with something that Grizzly brought up. And now look at that, Buzz Manson, who doesn't.
Even a stop clock's right twice a day. You know that.
Exactly. Does Buzz Manson speak English? That's what I want to know.
Who knows?
I don't even know if he talks.
I tried to get him to talk earlier. It just wasn't happening. Buzz Manson goes for the cover now. No disqualification. So really anything goes if someone wants to. And I'm not advocating this by any stretch of the imagination, but if someone wants to grab a chair, a chain, whatever, they're more than welcome to use it. Maybe they can grab one of Andy Shane's chains and use that. Who knows? It's a no DQ match.
I wish that Buzz guy had come out and jump on Grizz just for something to do.
You probably.
Well, Manson's right out in front of us.
Well, Percival, I wouldn't. Oh, watch it, buddy.
I'm not sure what kind of language that he was communicating with, but someone was actually able to communicate with Buzz Manson.
I think it's George Steele-Ease.
I think you're right. Just missing the green tongue at this point in mine.
I wouldn't doubt if Percival A. Friend paid this guy to come over here after this match to attack me.
There's no mats.
We don't have any of that padding and stuff on the floor. This is pure
concrete
absolute
right here.
concrete floor. He just threw him on.
There's no give right there. And he's going to pick him back up again. And look at that. If we can get our cameras to really zoom in on this, so they even want to get close, the Mastermind still has that handprint on his chest.
Oh, gosh. Yes, he does. It's purple.
I'm surprised it's not bleeding. And now the Mastermind is trying to fight back. And they're right over by us. They're close to Grizzly now. They're coming back over to our table. I think they're doing this on purpose.
There you go.
Oh, man.
Throws the chair at Buzz Manson.
Right. There you go. Way to go, Dave. Come on.
Right into his head.
No
grabs the chair again.
It's all legal.
Yes. Look at his back, Norm. Look at his back.
This is all legal.
There's welts coming up on his back.
Throws the chair, it rebounds almost into Norm. Now Buzz Manson throws the chair into the ring. Norm, I'm sorry that you have to be, right on that outside there.
Yeah, I'm all right. Just clip me. I'm fine.
Buzz Manson wants.
Look at that handprint. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
There's my chair.
He took your chair, Norm. He actually took the chair of Norm Waymer, now has to kneel. They're playing dueling chairs right now in the ring.
It's all legal.
It is. And the Mastermind lost his chair first.
The Mastermind just lost.
Yeah, he did. Lost his chair, and I think he lost his mind when he signed for this match. Big leg drop on the Mastermind. Cover, foot's on the ropes.
Manson's back is just all red with welts.
I can't believe that Buzz Manson's even allowed to carry a professional wrestling license. Who signs his papers for him? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yeah, right. Like Terror Kahn's more stable.
I don't know who's worse. Honestly, I don't know who's worse.
Terror Kahn, Legion, yeah, okay, all of them.
Well, Buzz would make a good member of Legion for sure.
Buzz Manson now is setting that chair up that he's been using. That
come on, Dave.
Propelled himself off
of
that chair for that leg drop earlier. Mastermind's in trouble.
Creativity.
Reversal.
Oh, there we go. That's why Dave DuPont is one of the greatest.
Look at the back of that chair, Norm. It's bent.
You know what, though? It didn't hit anything important, just his head.
Yeah, exactly. Hasn't used that for anything in a long time.
Now you see why Dave DuPont's one of the best.
DuPont goes for a cover. Buzz Manson kicks out. Is it stable enough for you to sit on? That's what I would worry about. Swinging neck breaker. Dave DuPont actually going for a wrestling maneuver right there as opposed to just hitting him with a chair. Maybe you should just hit him with the chair because it doesn't put him away.
The chair's got a Buzz Manson forehead print on it.
Yes, it does. I'm sure there's a big indentation there. Reverse chinlock now. Is the Mastermind really trying to slow things down at this point? Really didn't think we would see this in a no disqualification match. But if he can wear him down a little bit, he might be able to open things up for a pinfall here before too long.
Buzz Manson apparently don't know this is a singles match. He's trying to reach out for a tag.
He has no idea where he is. He still thinks he's in the backwoods somewhere.
Yes.
You know, this looks like a choke to me, Boomer, but it doesn't matter. It's no disqualification.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see a choke. That's a good front chin lock.
That's why the referee's not going to be in there to check. Anything goes.
That's a good front chin lock right there. Oh, boy.
I'm getting to like this guy.
Buzz Manson trying to fire things up.
Which one, Norm?
Buzz Manson. I'm getting to like this guy.
Manson's off the ropes. Spin wheel kick.
Now that's where skill comes in.
Dave DuPont got the heel of his boot right into the chin of Buzz Manson.
I think I'm going to invite Buzz Manson over to Grizz's house for dinner.
Yeah, you probably would. That's probably already been arranged by personal friend.
He think Grizzly was dinner.
Oh!
DDT drops him down.
Oh,
Wow, that might do it.
Not sure if attacking the head of Buzz Manson, though, is the smartest strategy.
What did
Manson
I tell
is
you?
dazed.
Didn't
Yeah.
hit anything important. It
Nope.
hit him in the head.
No, it didn't. Now the mastermind has the chair.
Pulled him up off the mat. What is wrong with you, man?
Oh, my God!
And he just kicked the chair into the
Did
head
you
of the
hear that
mastermind. Drops the knee. That's going to do it. It's done.
Oh, my God. Somebody get this guy out of here. All right, get out.
With the use of the chair that backfired on the part of the mastermind, Buzz Manson's your
The winner of the fall of the match, the Maniac, Buzz Manson.
I'll admit that's one of the few times that a strategy from the mastermind actually backfires, and that's exactly what happened as Buzz Manson got that size 15 boot up into that chair, knocked it back into the face of the mastermind. Buzz Manson then drops the knee, and Buzz Manson's your winner.
It was a great upset. It was a great upset. Look, he keeps looking at me. Personal. I'll tell you what, if he comes over here.
I was going to ask what's next for Buzz Manson, but I'm just logically assuming it's dinner. Buzz Manson, your winner, no disqualification match. The superstars of NWA Championship International Wrestling on Powerbomb Wrestling.
Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com.
Johnny's Motor Cars, 1248 South Reynolds Road, is Toledo's only used car dealer with a limited lifetime warranty, serving the Toledo area for over 50 years, with payments as low as $25 a week or no payments for up to 6 months. Buy here, pay here, and conventional financing is available. Quality vehicles at $14.95 and up. You contact Brandon at 419-787-4337. Everyone's approved at Johnny's Motor Cars. Contact Brandon for a doggone good deal.
Video Game Underground, with Toledo's best selection of Xbox, PlayStation 1 and 2, Nintendo GameCube, DVDs, and much more. Video Game Underground, Toledo's only source for import and classic video games, DVDs, all used DVDs, $8 or less. Video Game Underground, 2039 West Last Road, just west of Miracle Mile. Phone 419-472-5443.
The Screen Printing Factory, 2562 Parkway Plaza, Maumee, Ohio, is just off Anthony Wayne Trail in South Detroit. Are you looking for a custom design? We got you covered. Are you looking for a quick turnaround? We've got you covered. Are you looking for a dependable and reliable company? We've got you covered. No hidden charges here at the Screen Printing Factory. From 12 shirts to 1,000 shirts, each order is important to us. So stop in and see Ben or Jason and let them help you build your image. The Screen Printing Factory. We got you covered.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW. Somebody's gonna feel this sound.
All right, back. We are to wrap things up here for this edition of Powerbomb Wrestling. Don't forget, it's Sunday, May the 19th, back in Toledo at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue in East Toledo. The bell time will be at 5 o'clock. Coming up on next week's show, we'll get you recapped of everything that's going on. You will see sexy Sean Casey in action as he takes on Andrew Lee. I can't believe I got to do this, but they tell me I have to do this, that I will have a sit down next week with the manager of Terror Kahn the potentate of hate, Benjamin Harley. You can always pause it or fast forward through it or whatever you want to do, but you're going to want to catch the rest of the show because you're going to get more comments from Legion. You will get more comments from Andrew Shane, Sean Casey, Dr. Jerry Graham, and much, much more. You will not want to miss it. Trust me. All right, until next week, I'm Norm Waymer. This is Powerbomb Wrestling. We are the superstars of NWA Championship International Wrestling.